types of emotional abuse: holding affection and attention, silent treatment, shaming or blaming, refusing to participate in a relationship, name calling or a verbal abuse, isolating the individual from their family and friends, criticism, constantly arguing or opposing, constant checking or other attempts to control the other person's behavior, accusation of cheating or other signs of jealousy or possessiveness, etc. etc. Let's put this one down. A relationship may begin normal and loving, but abusers may start using these tactics as the relationship progresses to control or manipulate their partners, and these behaviors may begin so slow as you may not notice them. The relationship will begin normal, it's be a loving relationship, it will be so sweet, it will be so amazing, you'll be like over the hills for one another. You know, we all know when the relationship is just starting, we all know it is as sweet as, oh god, who knows, as sweet as, I don't know how I can explain, because you have ever been there. You always have these butterflies for one another, you always have, you know, goosebumps, you know, you're always feeling like you don't want to leave this particular person. When the relationship is beginning, that's how it is. It will be as sweet, but as time goes on, as the relationship progresses, as you know, now you start maybe talking about different things, you start, you know, now that way, you know, everything is starts changing slowly. These abusers, they start using these tactics to control you. That is after knowing that you really passionate about them, you really love them, you really care about them, and now you start using all this to, hey. So basically, it is a lot. It's a lot. You can't just know everything. You can, like I said, just take time to find out impact of emotional abuse. Do you think emotional abuse has no impact? It does. It does have an impact. When emotional abuse is severe, ongoing, a victim may lose their entire sense of self-esteem. Sometimes without a single mark or bruise. Here the wounds are invisible, hidden to another. They're hidden to others, sorry. You will not see those wounds, like I said, unless if it has gone beyond being emotional and it's now physical abuse, because we are familiar with physical abuse in a relationship, whereby it involves physical. You are always fighting one another, punching the other person, maybe has bruises, you know, that is physical. But emotional, the wounds are hidden, they are invisible, you cannot see those wounds. Like I said, it takes time. It's only you who can discover them, and it's only you who can kill those wounds. No one is going to heal you those wounds, no one. But if you don't come out and say enough is enough, and you start the healing process, believe me, it will escalate, and you find it's now physical. Goes on. The accusations, verbal abuse, name calling, criticism, etc. make the victim no longer see themselves. You will not be able to see yourself realistically. You will not. The victim may begin to agree with the abuser and become like accept. You reach that extent and you accept, you indeed yourself, like, indeed I'm stupid, indeed I'm useless, indeed I'm not worth anything, you know, because you're. Once this happens, most victims become trapped in the abusive relationship, believing that they will never be good enough for anyone else. Once you start accepting all these, now you accept, you be trapped in that relationship. You're like, now if I leave this relationship, where will I go? After all, I'm not good enough for anyone. You get my point? Your mind is telling you otherwise. You think you're not good enough for anyone else. Emotional abuse can even impact friendship, because emotional abused people often worry about how people see them and if they truly like them. You start asking questions. Do I really have friends? When you have friends, you have that question. Does this person genuinely like me? Find you're doubting yourself because you are trapped in a situation whereby you are constantly being abused. Victims will pull back from friendship and isolate themselves, convinced that no one likes them. At the end of the day, you find you're always alone. You find you're like you don't want to see anyone, you don't want to talk to anyone, because deep down like your mind is convinced. And when it finds a person who is not good at making friends, like especially if I'm an introvert. So, and we all know that introverts, they take time to make friends. We all know that. So if you find you in that situation, you are an introvert, because like I said, we take long to connect with people. It's not that we take long, that's how we are. You might go in a particular group, there are so many people there, but an introvert, you see that particular person like kind of laid back. Their talking is them engaging in a conversation with the people they don't know. It's very hard. Like, it's very hard. They take time, so they always take time. They always want to know exactly what to say, how to say it. Maybe they always have a few people they can connect with, and once they connect with those people that they've connected, those are their friends. They become friends because they have connected. So if you face this emotional abuse, and to make things worse, you are an introvert, hey, you face it rough. You have to be a very you face it rough. Believe me, you will really face it rough. But anyway, I shouldn't scare you. Everything will always come to an end. Just give it time and accept things the way they are and make a way. We shall say it will cause a number of healthy problems, including anxiety, stomach ulcers, eating disorders, insomnia, etc. Someone, talk to someone. Things, if I didn't go through it, sometimes you don't have to wait to go through such things, because I through seeing these things. Okay, if you're not seeing, just keep quiet.